All right, so here next I've got The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by Avi. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say this, but anyway, it's by this person, and it was better than expected. So let me tell you what it's about. So there's this girl. Her name is obviously Charlotte Doyle. She is going to go back home to America. She has been in England getting an education and whatever else. And so she's going to ride on her ship to America. And she's supposed to be going with some other people, a family, with other girls. But they drop out at the last minute for some reason. And so she is going to go by herself. And the dudes are like, "What? You can't come on this ship by yourself. There are no other women here. Like, that's not acceptable." And she's just like, I'm gonna do it anyway. My dad is expecting me. I can't be late. So there we go. So now she's on the ship. And there are some weird things going on with this ship. You've got she befriends the cook, who is this black guy, and he just chills out in there, and he's very very nice to her. And then she also befriends the captain, and everybody else just kind of ignores her. And she really trusts the captain because he's of her same status and her same class. But she doesn't really necessarily trust all the other people because she's like, I don't know, they're poor and they're all, sailors. I'm not sure I can trust them. And she's walking around in her dainty little dresses, like, I don't know if I can trust these poor people. But of course, all those sorts of things kind of turn on their head eventually. I'm not going to spoil. There's a pretty big twist in here. Just let me say that I just reviewed Treasure Island, and this book is far more like suspenseful and far more. There are way higher stakes. A lot of times, like there are people's lives at stake. This there's like people's lives, but over treasure. So you're just like, really? But this is like people's lives over like actual important things. Very much about class warfare, very much about people abusing their power. We have a lot of good themes running through this book that I really appreciate. We also, of course, have a lot of feminist deals because this girl is by herself in a man's world, and so they are not expecting her to be able to handle the things that she does. And so it's very much about how she learns that she is able to do more than she is expected to do, which is really cool. Her character is a very great one. She is it's determined. She makes all of her own decisions. She is very much an active player in this story. The other characters are pretty good too. We get to know some of the sailors, and some of them are not so great, and some of them are nice. And a lot of times, it's as I said, it's hard to tell which is which, and so people who seem nice at first end up being not so nice, and people who seem not so nice end up being nice. And so it's very much about perception, especially again over class. So there are a lot of really good themes in this book, and it's very, very engaging. I'm not gonna put it super high on my list. It's more like a middling book because I don't know how to describe it. It's not as clever as some of the other books that I have read. It is not as well written and well thought out. However, it is just a really good, a surprisingly good book with really good themes. Definitely deserves the Newbery honor that it has on it. So, very good book. Definitely recommend. Underrated kind of sort of thing. And so, yeah, that's a pretty easy review. It's really good. So next we're going to end the Chronicles of Narnia and end. This is actually the last series that the series that I haven't finished yet for this project. So next we'll be reviewing The Last Battle and finish finishing the Chronicles of Narnia series. So see you there.